Welcome back to the program. It's still Daybreak Africa, reaching you from the Lagos studios of KAFTAN Television. Today is Thursday, and Thursday we talk about health-related issues. Today we'll be looking at managing and promoting mental health in our society today. In recent times, Nigerians have taken to social media and other platforms to express concerns about their social well-being. But the truth is, they don't really know what mental health is all about. Joining us today in the studio to talk about mental health is an author, a writer, and an advocate for mental health wellness, Sheila Sani. Sorry. Welcome, Ma. Good morning, Ma.
Thank you. Good morning. Thank you for having me on the program.
Thanks for joining us on the program today.
Yeah.
How are you, Ma?
I'm fine. Thank you.
All right, Ma. Moving on to our questions for today. Please tell us more about mental health and mental health awareness. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I would like to start this way. Let's conceptualize what mental health is so that the layman understands what we mean when we talk about mental health. First of all, I'd like to address a sort of misconception that when you talk about mental health, people equate it or believe that it's the same as insanity. Mental health does not equate to the kind of thing into someone is or not being able to coordinate themselves very well. But mental health, simply put, is the crucial aspect of the overall psychological well-being of an individual and the interaction with other individuals in the environment.
Now, for people that have toxic partners or toxic bosses or probably a toxic partner.
You said people that have emotional intelligence.
I said people talk about now let's talk about emotional intelligence now.
Okay.
Which is managing your emotions and that of people around you.
Okay.
Now, for people that have toxic partners or maybe at work they have toxic boss, what is the role of emotional
partners?
Yes, what is the role of emotional intelligence in all of this?
Okay. Emotional, if I understand what you said, talk about toxic partners and emotional intelligence.
Yes.
And the role for someone dealing with a toxic partner.
Yeah.
Like translating emotional intelligence. Well, what I didn't quite get that again.
Talking about mental health, what are the signs? What are the signs that a person might be struggling? The signs.
Yes, you have you have stress.
The signs.
I would like to establish that individual stress levels may vary. You understand? For instance, the kind of stress levels I can reach while dealing with trying to understand an emotional situation that I find myself and trying to get myself out of it, snap out of it. My reaction towards it might be different from yours. And also, the way I can handle the situation will definitely vary from the way you'll be able to handle your own situation when you find yourself in life. Right?
Okay, yes, ma'am.
For instance, with you're trying to ask for clarity with that emotional intelligence and having a toxic person in your life. If you put two individuals in that kind of similar scenario, they will handle it differently whether you like it or not.
Exactly.
And the level at which they will be able to handle the situation might also differ. For instance, you might have someone say, I can't go further than this.
Okay.
I am sick and tired of it. I want to offer. And you might have someone that will be like, I would like to stay and see where this goes, see if I can handle this and how I can work this out. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So, stress levels differ in individuals. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
That's one. Stress is a cause for it's a cause of mental health.
Okay.
You know, it is not well managed. It can trigger mental health or mental health related. That's one.
Okay.
Two, past trauma, if not resolved through counseling and getting the appropriate help, will also trigger mental health or mental breakdown, which might lead to depression.
Earlier, I was talking about emotional intelligence, and
You were talking about what?
earlier I was asking about emotional intelligence. So I would like to ask the question again because I think you didn't get me the other time. Now, talking about emotional intelligence. Now, can you say people who have high emotional intelligence level are also aware of their mental health? I said, can you say people who have high emotional intelligence are also aware of their mental health?
Okay. Okay. Let me put it this way. You know that some of these people that carry out investigations, let me just give an instance so you might understand what it is. For instance, if I know that an individual was either born bipolar or was born autistic and has a sort of gene to be able to foresee or to be able to interact deeper with his environment. You know, that's a sort of level where you can say that that person has explored and knows that he has a special already. Do you understand?
Yes.
And if he doesn't manage that very well, can also go in and out of the person. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay.
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 For that person to have that awareness,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
The person has to be able to manage that that gift he or she might have. And well, in that instance, you can say that the person in the process of managing is definitely aware of his or her health or her mental. Do you understand?
Okay.
Yes.
But in an instance where you have someone that's not really, that knows that he has something but is not really keen at managing it properly, definitely the person has not or is not aware that they have that or they are managing it well. You know, do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. You mentioned some causes of mental health.
Yes.
Okay. Can you also tell us potential
I'm
consequences?
sorry, while we're talking about the causes, I forgot to say that one should also look at the history, the mental health history within the family. Do you have someone that has that shows a sign or two of, you know, the need to look into the person's mental health or something?
Okay.
Like, for instance, do you have a child that's born autistic in your family, or do you have a relative that's autistic? Do you have someone living with dyslexia? Do you have someone that has a sort of, you know, disorder or a challenge within a family? Do you understand?
Yes.
Because research has shown that when an individual or someone within a family has shows signs, then it might also mean that members within that family, you might have one or two members that might in future show such signs. So one should take note of it.
All
you
right.
know, some individuals show signs of emotional vulnerability over others.
Okay.
And when you have such a child within a household, that child might not be able to handle issues well, like such issues such as bullying in school. Do you understand?
Yes, noted. I wanted to ask the potential consequences of neglecting
The what?
the potential consequences of neglecting mental health on an individual or the society.
Okay.
Yeah, what are the consequences
The
of
consequence of
neglecting
neglecting.
it? Yeah, mental health.
Thank you very much for that question.
Okay.
Sadly, in our country, I feel at that point where we go back and forth, in that debate or as to whether to keep into it or not, to do this something that we should take seriously or not. But I would like to emphasize that we need to take it seriously.
Okay.
Because in the past, you've had people commit suicide over issues that, whereas they just needed help. They just needed someone to talk to.
Okay.
To bring them out, to help them find their feet and come out of that issue or whatever circumstance that they were surrounded by, that overwhelmed them.
All right.
Okay. My next question for you.
Depression, it will lead to depression if not well managed.
Okay.
It's wrong.
Okay.
And I was made to understand that it will also lead to death.
Wow.
The person to commit suicide, the person to be a self-centered. And at the end of the day, the person might die.
Okay.
It's not well managed.
Okay.
So it's important to always reach out and not bottle up issues.
Okay.
And sometimes the environment at home and the environment within the workplace gives room for some of these things.
Yeah.
So let me explain that. For instance, you have an issue at home
Okay.
and it's not well resolved.
Yeah.
Managed. Okay.
You come back to the workplace. It could affect your productivity on a daily
Yeah.
run.
Yes.
Yeah.
For instance, maybe you're not married at home, they put that pressure on you in the morning. Maybe you had that outburst with someone in the house, and then you come to the office. You might not be able to do anything, might stabilize you for the whole day, right?
Yes, and I think that is where the issue of emotional intelligence comes in. That is managing your own emotions and that of people around
Yes,
you.
it's important. And how do you achieve that? By having someone that you can actually talk to. How do you recognize the proper resource person to reach out to or resources to explore? Do you understand?
Yes.
There are people that are dealing with traumatic episodes from rape or from sexual molestation in their past, but haven't really explored or haven't really gotten the appropriate resources, to talk to reach out to, or to attend counseling with. Do you understand?
Okay.
So it is important for these people to reach out or to be referred to proper resource persons or resource facilities.
Okay. I'm still on mental health. Can you give us examples of mental health issues and how they can be managed?
Can I what?
Give us
Examples of mental health issues and how they can be managed.
First of all, I'm not a professional psychologist, right?
Okay.
But I believe that the issue of depression, let's look at it from this perspective. You have people that are really dealing with depression, like for what it really is. They're depressed, they can't go out because they have low self-esteem. And you have to look at the level to which the depression is. Some people actually have suicidal thoughts. Do you understand?
Yes.
Some people are already having suicidal thoughts. I want to end my life because this is not working for me. I'm tired of life. That's one. While some already are dealing with that low self-esteem from either being chastised over time or either having a recurring episode of a trauma from childhood. That is different. You know, it's not the same thing. The person is dealing with the trauma. Quite okay. The person is going to depression. But the person has not started having suicidal thoughts. You understand?
Okay.
Okay, for someone dealing with suicidal thoughts, first of all, that person, in my own opinion, has to be directed to an appropriate resource person, such as a psychotherapist. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Probably that person needs to be put on antidepressants when necessary. But it's through the interaction with the main psychologist or psychotherapist that will be determined. Drugs will come in. And also the family has to play a role in this, because someone that has suicidal thoughts, you has to have supervision at home to ensure that this person doesn't carry out the thought of taking their own life.
All right. Are there effective strategies to promoting mental health awareness in the family, in schools, and in community at large?
Okay. There is need for sensitization.
Okay.
At the family level. There is a need for sensitization in schools. There is a need for sensitization in workplaces.
Okay.
Are you with me?
Yes, I'm listening.
I feel that initiatives, mental health care practitioners, such as psychotherapists, counselors, and all of that, I feel that there should be a sort of partnership between NGOs, healthcare providers, and all of these things to amplify the need for people to come out and seek help. You understand?
Yeah.
And to do away with the narrative that when you're seeking for help, it means you have a mental problem. First of all, we need to get rid of that notion. We need to speak out. For instance, if you have an issue, you need to be able to access resource persons without that stigma that you have the mental problem. We need to, through the media, stress that you seeking out for help doesn't mean you have a mental illness or that you are mentally imbalanced and can't function in society. Even people that go through depression and get the proper help and treatment, they can still contribute their to the society. So first of all, we need to deal with that stigma. We need to sort out that aspect. We need to address it. There is nothing wrong in reaching out for help when you notice that you have an issue.
Okay, ma.
And also, we need to do that at the family level.
Okay.
Okay.
I just feel like through the media should take on, you media practitioners, they actually embark on more like sensitization, maybe jingles or sensitization programs by collaborating with the healthcare practitioners and mental health care workers.
All right.
You understand?
Yeah.
To do something for the public so that we put an end to that stigma. Initially there was serious stigma back then about HIV and AIDS.
Yeah.
Until the media came in and then we addressed so that we were able to address it and we bring it down to the area.
Yeah, but in as much as the media plays a big role in curbing these issues, they also contribute to this main issue of mental health. Social media, they contribute negatively also to this mental health
Yes, you have
issues.
media,
So
social media trolling and all of that.
yeah, so how do we balance
Social media
it?
bullying.
Yeah, how do we balance it?
I feel that the social media laws, we need to go back to the drawing board and see how we can explore having social media laws. Because you know, when you have laws, then if someone does contrary to those laws, they can be penalized.
Okay.
I've heard of instances where people are bullied, and to the point that it gets so bad that they take their life.
Yes, yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Had so many cases of that in the past. So I just feel that if we have media laws that can regulate some of those things, it also goes a long way.
Okay. I want you to talk to us about the issue of food. Like they say, you are what you eat. How does good...
You said what?
I want you to talk to us about the issue of food. You know, like they say, you are what you eat. And I want you to tell us how good nutrition helps in maintaining your mental
In fact, I
health.
was saying that not quite long ago for me. I was just discussing about the process. So, and I was trying to make them understand that some of the things we eat might also trigger some issues. You understand, some mental health issues. For instance, have you tried eating pepper like very early in the morning, very spicy, very peppery food, very early in the morning? You know, what you eat also has what you ingest mentally, physically, and also for your stomach has a way of impacting your sleep.
Yeah,
If you
exactly.
eat such kind of, I'm not against people that eat pepper or spicy food, you know, but like doing that very, very nice, very peppery food very early in the morning could have a way of burning your chest, depending on whether the person has ulcer or something.
Okay.
Or maybe has an episode of nasal contraction or like contraction within the chest, maybe has something within the chest. Eating very peppery food could hurt that person and could be responsible for mood swings throughout the day. Are you aware?
No, ma.
You understand? So I just feel dietitians should equally speak about that. And based on your body type, it varies. For instance, I can, even if I like, let me blend tomato and pepper in the morning and drink it, I might not have an issue. You understand? But someone else can't take that and have a normal day. For instance, I love coffee first thing in the morning.
Okay.
You understand? It has a sort of good feel that it gives. Another person might not be able to take coffee in the morning and have it all day. You understand?
Exactly,
So
ma'am.
I feel what we ingest also has in fact, a great deal of role that it plays in mental health.
Beautiful.
Well, I like to say that we could also exercise more.
Okay.
You understand? People that are dealing with that to exercise more and also to counseling, go to do therapy sessions, and also if identifying appropriate resource persons. Recently there was a place where a man killed his wife in Lagos after a therapy session they went for. I think the counselor that handled the therapy session said something to the husband about the wife's post,
Yes, yeah.
which triggered him into killing his wife. So one needs to know the appropriate
Resource person
to access. in my opinion, I believe that within the hospital system, if one could see a assistant, it's within the hospital system.
Okay, ma. Thank you very much.
It goes along with, you understand?
Yeah.
So, and also, by having the appropriate diet,
Okay.
you know, when you know what your body can and cannot ingest.
Thank you very much, ma.
Thanks for joining us
Thanks for
today.
joining us.
Thank you for having me on the program. I hope I was able to say one or two things.
Yes, ma. Yes, ma. You were able to enlighten us on what we need to know about our mental health. Thank you very much, ma. And I know our viewers have enjoyed today and the topic and everything you've said about mental health. Thank you very much, ma.
All right, thank you.
That is all we can take today on our interview segment. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back.